Historically, Mexico's constitution has had provisions that prevented non-Mexicans from owning property close to the coastline and international borders. These areas, known as the restricted zone, encompass land within 50 kilometers of the coast and 100 kilometers from international borders. However, recognizing the potential of foreign investment, the Mexican government in the 1970s introduced a workaround. This came in the form of a fideicomiso, a bank trust system. Under this arrangement, while the bank holds the deed and acts as the trustee, the foreign buyer becomes the beneficiary of the trust. This setup ensures that the foreigner retains all the rights to use, rent, or even sell the property. The trust typically has a validity of 50 years but can be renewed upon expiration. For areas outside the restricted zone, the process is more straightforward. Foreigners can directly own property and have the deed, known as escritura, in their name. It's of paramount importance that this deed is duly registered with the Public Registry of Property to avoid any future complications. Another crucial figure in the property buying process in Mexico is the Notario Público. Contrary to the simple role of notaries in many other countries, in Mexico, a Notario Público is a specialized attorney who plays a pivotal role in real estate transactions. They ensure that the transaction is above board, all taxes associated with the purchase are settled, and that the property doesn't have any existing liens. Financing property in Mexico has its nuances. Some American financial institutions might offer financing options for properties in Mexico. However, a significant number of buyers prefer outright cash purchases. On the other hand, while Mexican banks do offer mortgages, they might come with terms that are less favorable than those in the U.S., such as higher interest rates or shorter loan durations. One cannot stress enough the importance of title insurance when buying property in Mexico. This insurance protects buyers from any unforeseen legal issues or discrepancies that might arise related to the property's ownership. Thankfully, several U.S.-based firms offer title insurance for properties in Mexico. On the topic of finances, it's also worth noting that property taxes in Mexico, known locally as predial, are generally lower than in the U.S. However, they need to be paid annually, and any lapse can lead to complications. Selling property in Mexico comes with its own set of considerations, especially concerning capital gains tax. Foreigners are liable to pay this tax upon selling, but there are certain exemptions and deductions they can avail, particularly if the property in question was their primary residence. Lastly, the cultural aspect of buying property in Mexico shouldn't be overlooked. Mexico places a high value on relationships, and understanding local customs, practices, and etiquette can not only facilitate smoother property negotiations but also help in building lasting relationships with neighbors and local authorities. As with any major financial decision, especially in a foreign land, due diligence is key. It's always advisable to engage with reputable real estate agents and attorneys to ensure a seamless property buying experience in Mexico. Kindly give a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for further insights on Mexico. Also, don't forget to visit the Young Lava blog, link provided in the description below.